guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Damon Campbell with HotNewHipHop.com here at the Fillmore in Detroit with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
What up? My name is Machine Gun Kelly.
Great to meet you, man. Definitely appreciate your time. Now, the thing that I love the most about your music is it really helps people escape whatever darkness they may be experiencing at the time and ultimately kind of erase their demons even. And I find that rather fitting, actually, because didn't you originally start rapping under the name Whiteout?
Yeah. That's weird.
Was there like a backstory to that at all or anything?
Yeah, that's weird that you knew that. But it was because there was this. That was back when battling was really hot in the streets, and like the school I was going to, battling was huge there, and everyone was battling. I mean, like I was the only white boy, at the time that really wanted to rap, especially in that school, and I basically just was one day just like, yo, fuck it. And I hopped in the cypher and I went up against some dude and I forgot what I know what I said, but it was just, I literally said one line. I was like, some that rhymes with feet.
You do remember?
And then I was like,
okay.
Bitch, get your tall ass down and kiss my feet. And then everyone, like, I just said one line and all I did was rhyme 2 fucking words.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a crazy punch. I just rhymed 2 fucking words and everyone was like, oh shit. Oh my God, this is the best rap. Just freaking out, you know what I mean? Because a white boy put 2 fucking syllables together that rhyme. But so everyone just freaked out. And there was a guy at the time on 106 in Park, Freestyle Fridays, who was winning, whose name was Whiteout. So they just started calling me Whiteout. But hilarious. My first real rap name that was like my own was AK.
Okay.
I don't know why I always have gun names.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, you got to take that off and wear this EST bandana if you're about to do this interview
Okay,
with me,
perfect.
man. You know what I'm saying? EST for life, god damn it. You know how the fuck we rock. Keep this in the interview too, you know what I'm saying? The real motherfuckers.
Am I doing it justice?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
EST! That's my team, ho!
Appreciate it, man. And the name may not have stuck, but you unfortunately have been several times on elevators, only escalating your fear of them, I'm sure, since you prefer to take the stairs anyways.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, I understand that slinkies are actually pretty symbolic to some of your own darker times.
Oh, shit. How did you even know about that?
I just try to come prepared.
Well, there was there was a CD cover I put out of my first EP. It was called Half Naked and Almost Famous. And on the CD cover, I put all these different items that described who I was at that time, including like an encrypted code, which ended up being a verse from the Bible. And it was just really a very appropriate, statement. And so anyway, the Slinky, there's a Slinky on there, and it's kind of weird, like why would the fucking Slinky be on there? But one night I was trying to chop up this hydrocodone. This is the first night I ever tried Ambien. And I took an Ambien, and the girl I was with was like, just stop right there. But I was like, and it was such a little pill. I was like, this little shit can't do anything to me, you know what I'm saying? So I started popping them like Skittles, and then I started feeling crazy. So I was like, oh shit, like I need to like counteract this. So for some reason I thought like getting a hydrocodone and chopping it up and then snorting it would do something. So I used the Slinky to chop up this hydrocodone. It was just like metal Slinky to chop this shit up and snort it. It was one of the worst nights I ever had. It just turned out went so left so quickly. I usually don't talk about that shit, but just since you knew that.
I appreciate you opening up about it, yeah. And I understand Anthony Kiedis' book, Scar Tissue, kind of helped play a role in you becoming sober.
Love Scar Tissue. I just think it played a role in my life, period. It's just a great story, and like, what better people to look up to become an icon than an icon himself, you know? Like,
absolutely. And, Cold Turkey.
Than reading a fucking... What better way? I don't know,
No, yeah, I know what you're saying. And, cold turkey, chili peppers, these are pretty common sandwich items. So I was curious, do you still prefer only one tomato on your subs?
You must have talked to somebody in my squad, man. Yeah. I only eat one tomato on my Subway sandwiches.
Any particular reason?
I just don't need too much tomato, man, and I've just been doing it for so long. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying?
And I noticed that Diddy actually took you to like Quiznos of all places right after signing.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's some other. I signed in the first place that I signed right after my pen hit the contract was Quiznos.
Yeah. And
we celebrated at Quiznos with Puff Daddy.
And that generally seemed to be a time period where you were, kind of in a rush to catch up to people's expectations. But you started out at least taking things slow, right, with Get Your Walk On?
How the fuck do you know all this whack ass shit, man? Yeah. I used to have a group. I'm not even saying what the group was. I used to rap I used to be in a rap group and the first.
Oh really?
I used to be in a punk group, then I was in a rap group. I was really inconfident, so I wasn't confident enough to be solo yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Get Your Walk On was one of our horrible songs that we started with.
Was that the one that
Hold up,
had...
can you just keep going?
Yeah, absolutely. I was curious, was that the same one that had similarities to
I got
Luda's
pee so bad.
Stand Up? Are we continuing?
Yeah, go ahead. What?
Was that the same one that had similarities to Luda's Stand Up?
So what?
To Ludacris's song Stand Up? Like, yeah, we gonna party tonight, something like that. Was that the same song?
Yo, I don't get how you know all these lines, dude. I don't get. That was literally one of my first rap lines. Was some corny line about Bud Light or something like that.
Okay. Was it the same one or a different song?
Yo, this feels crazy. It's the rockstar P right here. What? Keep asking questions.
Yeah, totally.
Continue this as if nothing's going on.
Probably the coolest thing that I've seen in your journey thus far was when you inspired Ryan Yex to get up and walk across the stage, which obviously just goes to show not only his strength but the power of your music as well. But when you would get your walk on back in the day, I understand. Whether from getting kicked out or running away, I understand DMX's version of "I Can Feel It in the Air Tonight" and Tupac's "Pain" were typically your songs of choice.
Yeah, those are the songs I ran away to. I remember sleeping at a rapid stop in Cleveland one night. I forgot which one. I think it was the 116th, and the rapid stop on 116th and Buckeye. You walk down these stairs. You on 116th, and you walk down these stairs. And I think I slept there that night. And I remember the only songs that I was just playing over and over and over again were "I Can Feel It" by DMX. I believe that's track number 16 on his Dark as Hell is Hot.
Okay.
His Dark and Hell is Hot, excuse me. And I remember playing Tupac's Pain Pain from the it's from the Above the Rim soundtrack, but it was just so goddamn powerful. It spoke to me, and when I ran away, they took, I felt like they were there for me, they got it.
And Above the Rim is exactly where you were just over 2 years ago to the day during your Rucker Park performance.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah. Congrats. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
And, speaking...
Yeah, I'd like to say that you should really go check out the Rucker Park event the whole thing that went down. I was invited to Rucker Park to perform at halftime of the basketball game. We went out there, ended up doing a brand new freestyle on top of the basketball hoop with the projects in the background. It was just some G shit and some real hip hop shit, and something I don't want to be slept on, because I believe that's a huge moment.
Yeah, totally. And being speaking of Harlem, being that you're signed to Diddy, it wouldn't be far-fetched to assume that you've crossed paths with Mace. Unfortunately, however, one of those encounters was from the wind blowing it over at the BET Awards. And on that note, I understand that a friend of yours from high school was a bystander to gunplay as well and got caught in the crossfire. What type of effect did that have on you?
What do you mean, caught stray bullets?
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah. This man, yeah. That was crazy. That was right after I graduated, and it was a really unfortunate event where these girls were outside and they ended up catching some stray bullets, and it was across from high school. It was just it was crazy. She was on her music shit. And that was the first open casket I ever went to.
Crazy.
And it was crazy just seeing her, because she was very beautiful and very infectious personality. She had a twin sister. They had these infectious personalities, and that was crazy. I went to 2 funerals the year I graduated high school, and that was the only open casket one. That was the last one I ever go to. But it was just you see this beautiful girl who had so much potential and was just taken away from us by some
crazy.
Yeah.
And
selfish people.
getting close to the end here, you know, I know that you've, aside from your grandma Betty, rest in peace as well, and your Aunt Barbara, you've...
Aunt Barbara, that's my girl, too.
And
I love her.
Yeah, aside from them, you've never really been close to anyone in your family, particularly...
I mean, I was close to my pops, you know, don't get me wrong. We weren't close in the sense of, like, anyone could ever tell we were close, you know, like, we kind of had, like, a fuck you relationship, like, but, like, you know, even if me and him don't talk, you know, and you know, which we don't, and no matter, you know, how we feel about each other, like deep down, you know, like we love each other, man. Like,
yeah, hell yeah.
You know, I don't know. He was a single pops, and he raised a rebellious child somehow, and you know, I can never take that away from him, man. So but Aunt Barbara and Grandma were like, my Grandma Betty were who I was like, you know.
Yeah, and I know you're an only child though, but ironically, I understand. Lastly, that. Your music was able to bring together...
Yeah, I really gotta go.
Yeah, last question. Your music was able to bring together like a pair of long-lost siblings at EST Fest last year?
Oh, yeah, that was fucking insane. Oh, god damn, that was crazy. You basically said exactly what the story is, but yeah, that shit happened, and that's at our festival. And I'm about to go hit the stage. Detroit is about to be a crazy fucking night. This motherfucker, you're a great interviewer. Fucking, you know, you see what it is. EST for life, motherfucker. Bow, bow, lace the fuck up. All you kids out there, second album is coming. All you grown-ass people out there, second album's coming. I say that because this shit speaks for everybody. Lace the fuck up.
Appreciate it, man. Take care.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, where's that Jameson? Just give me the Jameson bottle. Oh, yo, give me that EST band real quick. You know what? Let me get that one just for the show, and I'm gonna give you one right after. Sweet. Because I need to get you the EST. I need to get all your EST band in.
Appreciate it.
Peace out, guys. Thank you. Sorry for fucking.
No, dude, kill it.
Hey, Damon, I'll fuck with you.
Appreciate it.
But I do have a gun charge in Atlanta right now. So what happened was they finally, you know, when I got out of jail there, hopped into the ice cream truck, got all my people together, and then...
Got the skills, he got the skills. That's all it's about.
He's nice. Just gotta give him that respect.
It really doesn't matter where you're from, as long as you have skill and you have what it takes to become a true rapper.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot for an album. I'm gonna put out a single with Chris Brown and French, and then I'm gonna shoot for an album. I believe in that shit, son.
Right. I mean, I believe in it too. I